In this last video on Fusion Boulevard, we're going to look at the last section of the song. So if you haven't seen the videos showing sections A, B, and C, have a look at those first. And here we are for the last section, or the coda of the song. So we've played A, B, and C. We go back to the DS to play the A section. At the end of the A, we see the coda sign, which says go to the coda, coda meaning ending. And our coda starts off with the drum solo. So we've got 16 bars of open drum solo, and the plan will be to do something stylistically similar to what you've heard in the rest of the tune. Think about it in terms of phrases. You've got 4 lots of 4 bars. At the end of your drum solo, you can see there's one bonus bar where it says cue. So this is quite important. We're imagining we're in a band situation. We've played a big long solo, and then we're looking at our bandmates, and we then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're into our next section. And as I'm doing it, even though I'm playing with a recorded track, I'm still going to imagine that that's the situation I'm in. So it sounds like I'm cueing in my band. And usually with something very simple like 4 crotchets, we've been playing busy, busy, busy. And then we're into our last section. So something fairly simple, something fairly obvious. Okay, we then have the next bar repeated twice. We've got this little tie. Now remembering the tie means don't play the note it's tied to. It's kind of a bit dumb for drums. It could have been a rest, because tie is all about long sounds, and we don't really do long sounds on our rhythms unless we're playing cymbals. But the rhythm says this: 1 E and a, 3 and a, and. 1. Again, as we've talked about in the previous lessons, the song is written for 4 tom-toms. In this case today, I don't have 4 toms, so I'm simply going to use my highest sound, my next highest sound, and then get down to perhaps my boomiest sounds of these ones. Then the next section is just written with quarter notes on the snare drum. That's really an indication to show you the rhythm. You can play whatever you like, so long as you know that's the rhythm that the band's playing. So let's first of all look at the rhythm, and then perhaps look at a very simple way that we can orchestrate that or play that rhythm around the kit. So let's play that rhythm just on the snare drum, and we'll count it as we go. This is what it sounds like. I'm going to count in just 2 to start with, because my first bar is in 2/4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, and 3. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now the first thing for me that I think as I play that is, we've got this the 3/4 bars. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I always count 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm feeling 4 already for into my next section. So 1 E and 3 and. And you can see the last note is a crash cymbal and bass drum, but it's written as a quaver followed by a quaver rest. So I'm imagining if I want to get that rest sound, I have to choke that cymbal. Do it with one hand or choke it with the other hand. As I play that last bar, the sticking I usually use is starting with a left hand, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Again, there's no right or wrong sticking. You just work out what works for you, and then be consistent and practice that sticking the same every time you play the tune. Now I think the easiest way to orchestrate this around the drum kit is to play the crotchets or the quarter notes on the crash cymbals and the quavers or the eighth notes with the snare drum. So then it would sound like this: 1, 2, 1, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do that again. Right hand playing the quarter notes, and I'm going to play those with the crash cymbal and a bass drum with my right hand. and the eighth notes, or the quavers, I'm going to play with my left hand on the snare drum. So I'm going to count 2 counts in. Here we go again. 1, 2. Now that's a very simple way of doing it. It's not the only way. As you get more confident, you might manage to perhaps get some fills around some of those hits. But that's roughly it. So I'm going to go from the band cue, where I'm going to just play, imagining I'm cueing my band, and then we're going to play through to the end. Just at this nice relaxed tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now at the end there, because I've been crushing on my ride cymbal as well, I thought, oh, I better choke that. So I managed to grab choking both cymbals. So good luck, and we'll see you next time.